like using that headset tonight. So I'm gonna go grab a water real quick. Be right back. Okay. Water has been obtained. I'm gonna turn my mic up just a bit. I am wore out, man. But it's alright. I have tomorrow off. I'm gonna take it nice and easy. And by nice and easy, I mean I have things to do and I'm not looking forward to it, but it is what it is. That's life. Alright, so you're in. Can you hear me is the next question. Sweet. Okay. So, do you have your game all loaded up? And if so, I'll start the game, I suppose. Alright. And start. Starting a new game, yeah. I'm gonna play on normal. The game's not terribly difficult, so you shouldn't need to turn it down. A dead crab is the first thing you see in this game, for some reason. This game is weird. And you'll figure that out pretty fast. It's a game by Hideo Kojima, so I don't... I mean, if you know any of his work, then you know that, adjust the brightness of the image on the right can be seen, but the image on the left cannot. Fun fact. Oh, yeah, you gotta put your birthday in for this game. It blocks the scene from the stream. Yeah, that is my birthday. Okay, we're good. It asks you to put in your birthday, so yeah, it'll tell you that you blocked that area. So you don't randomly dox yourself, or your age, or not really your age, but your birthday at least. But fun fact, I can't tell my left from my right, because I am dyslexic. So, higher levels of Doom abilities have been observed in those born on the constellations such as Cancer, Pisces, Cetus, Delphinus, and Gigas. I am none of those. I'm a Scorpio. So I guess I'm screwed. Kojima Productions. It's a very cool logo. The rope along with the stick are the two of mankind's oldest tools. The stick is to keep the bad away. The rope is used to bring the good towards us. Okay? Not gonna let me finish that.
Once there was an explosion. A bang which gave birth to time and space. Once there was an explosion. A bang which set a planet spinning in that space. Once there was an explosion. A bang which gave rise to life as we know it. And then came the next explosion.
This music is all by the same guy. His name is Low Roar, and he has, he did most of the music for the game. Not for the game, but Hideo Kojima really liked his music and put his music in the game. Norman Reedus. Mads Mikkelsen, I love him. This game is beautiful. Don't be so serious. Don't be so serious. You won't see another one of those bikes for a while in the game, but they're incredibly useful once you do get them. Don't be so serious. All right. So the upside down rainbow means bad. Figure out why his all of his stuff is rusted and stuff soon. I won't give any spoilers. At least I'll try. It's a very Hideo Kojima shot to do.
No. Great. Fuck.
Okay, so this game is pretty much about carrying things and walking. So, yeah, one of your main tools is going to be your scanner. Obviously, the blue is good to walk on, the yellow's to walk on, and the red is very not good to walk on. You'll just slip if you walk on that pretty much. Arc fall. You can change the way your camera is shouldered. There is a run button, but you need to stay balanced.
Good way out the rain over there.
So the rain is rapidly aging whatever it touches. Spooky. What disease? Not to break the tension. Lord have mercy. Neat. We lived. So far. Like I said, this game has a lot of cutscenes, especially in the beginning, and they're really, really long. Who's established the main character, Sam, who's now shirtless. Very cool.
I think they're gone. What the hell? Didn't mean to grab you so hard. Tears.
Sam has a
chiral allergy. So you have dooms like me.
Yes, I forget what it's called, but he's a fear of being touched. He doesn't like being touched very much, so.
You can see them, right?
Whenever people go to shake his hand or grab him or anything, he always backs away.
What are you doing here?
Trying to stay dry. Same as you. Time falls let up. My name is Fragile.
Yeah, I've heard of you.
That right? Sam Porter Bridges. The man who delivers.
Very cute.
You want it?
I don't even know what they are.
Why a day keeps the time fall away.
Crunch munch. The sound effects of them eating those, especially when wearing headphones, is quite unpleasant.
Come work for me? Must be tough out here on your own.
Yeah, I thought Fragile Express had plenty of people.
Plenty of traitors. Not much left of us now, save for a few honest folks. And on top of that...
Trust me, the Cryptobites are...
Not much left of me either. Got soaked from neck to toe.
The Cryptobites are one of the main mechanics of how you heal in this game, so you'll be hearing that sound effect a lot.
That's all.
Although I don't think they actually make the crunching noise when you're not in the cutscene. I might be wrong about that, it's been a while since I played. So get used to it.
Headed into town. Watch yourself. Those things never stay gone for long. The time fall fast forwards whatever it touches. But it can't wash everything away. The past just won't let go. I'll see you around. Sam Porter Bridges.
So we're in a place that you're quite familiar with, or going to be soon. Smart dog delivery. So pretty much what you want to do, so this marker right here, this is where you can find Cryptobites. I'm pretty sure you can carry an unlimited amount of them. At least I don't think, I haven't, I haven't reached a limit of how many you can carry. But you'll eat them first, and then you'll carry them once your health is full, for later use. So you'll always leave footprints behind you can see when you scan. or at least you usually do. Yeah, you do, which will help you if you, for some reason or another, need to go back from the way you came. Water is like one of the biggest obstacles in this game. This is safe to navigate though; it's not that deep. I love the soundtrack in this game. So, obviously, the more cargo you have, the better your delivery will be and the higher score you'll get. Outside of like some of the first few ones, if you're playing on normal and you're like, even if you're just okay at the game like me, I wouldn't say I'm like crazy good at this game. You should get like A ranks on everything, unless you really mess up. A or above, really. Like this game's not really that hard. Like you can diverge off the paths, and just around the world you'll find packages that have a destination that have been dropped by somebody else, including packages that have been dropped by other players, actually. And you can go deliver them. And if you drop a package and leave it somewhere, that package will actually spawn in somebody else's world, and they can pick it up and finish the delivery for you. And you'll get like partial bonus if someone does that for you. At least I remember correctly. Yeah, it's just been the lost cargo. Pretty much everything I'm telling you now is the game's also already gonna tell you, so. I don't think we're playing it yet. Okay. Don't be so serious. So, unless you're trying to, like, really huff it, you are almost always going to be running be holding the triggers, because that's how you stabilize yourself with one hand or the other. Also, you obviously can't carry cargo in your hand and stabilize yourself with that hand. So if you're carrying cargo in, like, one hand, you'll only be able to stabilize yourself with the other. In rivers, if you're in like running water, you can actually stop, and you will regain stamina. Sometimes it'll be slower than other times, depending on how tired you are. Because your maximum stamina will decrease the longer you go without resting. And you can actually fix that by drinking Monster Energy, which is a really weird brand deal this game has. So, Sam's drink of choice is Monster Energy. My first time playing through this game, I actually never had a Monster Energy before. I don't drink them very often, but later on, Sam gets a second drink of choice, but it doesn't refill your health or energy. He only drinks that while you're in like the bases.
Beginning scan.
I've never had Bang.
Thank you.
To be honest with you, I tried to, but I fail. I still consume energy drinks from time to time. I usually only get like the small cans of Red Bull, because I usually try not to consume a terrible amount of caffeine. But sometimes, man, you just need it. So then you reach the terminals and you just confirm the order. And it'll also throw in any of the lost cargo you picked up, along with whatever main stuff you wanted to bring there, if you have lost cargo for that destination.
What took you so long? It's not like the legend to come in late.
Had to wait out the storm. Lost my bike.
Sounds like you've been through the ringer.
You'll meet, this is one of the main characters. We'll be seeing a lot of her.
Well, you did keep us waiting, but everything else seems to be in perfect order, so great work. We'll be awaiting the next delivery.
This game's ranking system is likes. You'll get likes from NPCs for completing orders. You'll get likes for random things too. You get likes sometimes for you get likes sometimes for doing tricks later on. I'll tell you why later on. It's a spoiler. Like in vehicles and such. You can just skip all those. It really doesn't really tell you anything that you need to know. And all this is just kind of like, really like it says your grade. It doesn't really have any bearing on anything. Although, if you do reach certain ranks in different things, like, once you reach I think it's every 5 ranks in each one, you get a bonus. Like, once you rank 5 with cargo condition, your cargo has, your cargo has a harder time being destroyed. I'm pretty sure, or something like that. There actually are benefits to, doing things on time and such. So we're currently in Capital Knot City, which, like it says, or like it sounds, this is Washington, D.C., or at least what remains of it pretty much in the future. It's quite a bit different from actual Washington, D.C.
Igor, Bridges Corpse Disposal. Sam Porter, I presume? Right. Not the touchy-feely type. Document said you had some kind of phobia.
Bridges Corpse Disposal? What happened?
Look, gotta get a move on. I'll explain as we go. Come on.
So one of the craziest things, or one of like the biggest things about the Death Stranding is what we're going to be witnessing, or what is currently happening.
Come and take a look.
So corpses that die go through like a necrosynthesis sort of thing. Or I forget what they call it exactly. Necrosynthesis is a magic card that I recently got, and I've been using.
How long since he flatlined?
We don't know the exact TOD, but I'd say it's been upwards of 40 hours.
He wasn't quarantined.
Not sick. This is a suicide.
Oh, Jesus.
We're just lucky we found him at all. Got him on ice ASAP, but who knows when he'll go necro.
Necro, yeah, and that's what
Where
they
are you
call
taking
him.
him?
Necrosynthesis.
Closest incinerators to the north.
So necro, when a corpse, when a person dies,
I wish I could, but there's
they
no
have
time.
a relatively short amount of time to burn the body.
They put all that chiralium in the air so close to town?
And if
Can't
they
do
don't
it.
burn the body, it will go necro. And pretty much what that means is that the body explodes in the,
just need someone
like,
like you
with the
to do
payload of
it.
a small nuclear armament.
Well, he's already in the first stages of necrosis. If we don't hurry, this place is a crater.
So how about it? Can we count on you?
Like I said, this game gets weird fast. We just need to burn the body. That's pretty much what you need to know.
Sam. Just Sam. And I can't swap
And,
BTs. Just sense them.
whenever you burn the
That's why we
bodies, it
came
releases
prepared.
a thing called chiralium into the air, and chiralium will draw
With its help from
timefall
you,
and
we'll
whatever
be able to
those
stay
creatures
one
in the
step ahead.
timefall were. That is a BB.
Makes me feel like shit every time.
Well, you are plugging into the other side. Freaks me out too.
Roll out.
Trust me, this game only gets more weird. But I love it. This game is phenomenal. But yeah, this game only gets weirder from here.
You know, the world was different when I was a kid. America was a country. Anybody could go anywhere they damn well pleased. No need for couriers like yourself. We had highways, airplanes. Hell, you could even visit other countries.
So from what this guy is saying, the Death Stranding and all of this happening is relatively recent.
Hard to imagine now. But you can see that Death Stranding poked us full of holes. Fucked us beyond all recognition. Survived, the timefall came and washed you away. Then those freaks from the beach showed up. The worlds of the living and the dead all mixed together. And that's when folks started holing up in the cities. Couriers like yourself got put up on a pedestal.
Yeah, so most folks don't leave major cities, or there are outposts and such, but people just don't live around.
Bitch. Rainbow!
Rainbow means bad news. Lots of
How much
it.
further to the incinerator? This guy's about to pop.
Shit. We're gonna have to cut to the BTs.
BTs stands for beach things, which I don't think they actually explain in the game. I didn't realize that until after I played the game. I just kind of accepted they were called BTs.
The engine stalled.
Those assholes got us right where they want us. Get us out of here.
Sam, can you see anything?
No, nothing.
So Dooms is
This BB must be Buster's.
the ability to various related things related to the BTs. So Sam has very low-level Dooms. He can't even see BTs. Like normal people cannot see BTs, and people with low-level Dooms cannot see BTs. He can sense them, kind of like a sixth sense sort of deal. People with higher levels of Dooms can see BTs and even other things.
They're here. I can't get you out! Sam!
Shut up. Don't even breathe.
Yeah, so you can tell that this world sucks. Spooky. He's got a red baby. This game, man. Very cool. Oh yeah, we get to see Norman Reedus naked. I forgot about that. haven't been talking much, but I've just been letting you enjoy the game. I hope you have been enjoying it. Although it has just been wild. I'll talk more once we get to the part that will let me talk more. Because it's a lot of cutscenes. This game will throw a lot of cutscenes at once, and then there won't be any cutscenes for a very long time. And then it'll do that again, and then it'll do it again. There's like a few points throughout the game where they just throw a ton of cutscenes, but there are also large swaths where there's not. I have some beef jerky here. I really enjoy beef jerky. Yeah. Yeah, so Sam is a repatriate, meaning that he can return to life from a place known as the Seam when killed. And the Seam followed the strand that guided Sam's soul back to his body. So Sam, he died in the explosion, but he can come back to life.
Once there was an explosion. A bang which gave rise to life as we know it. And then came the next explosion. An explosion that will be our last.
So, we're getting into more of actually playing the game. A little bit more cutscene. Then we'll do like the first actual mission. Actually, no, we're still on the tutorial. The first actual mission won't be until a little bit later. This game's opening is super long. It's like the rest of the game. Oh, I keep forgetting that you have to press resume game. We were probably just sitting at that screen for a hot second. Because I was looking at my phone eating beef jerky. Oops. Episode 1, Bridget.
Oh, you're awake.
Hey, you.
So,
You're finally
how
awake.
does it feel to be back in the world of the living? Don't worry. I'm a doctor. Well, a coroner, originally. Call me Dead Man. I'm well acquainted with the dead. Not like you, of course. Contrary to the name, I've never actually died. I would advise against
I don't know if
that.
you're just ignoring my Skyrim
I'm
reference
no
or just
expert,
thought
but
that
I
it
can
was so
assure
bad
you
that
it's for your own protection.
you wouldn't say anything about it.
So I'm a prisoner.
These aren't handcuffs. They're cutting
Or you
edge
didn't
devices
even hear
that
it.
keep us
That's
all
also,
connected.
also a possibility.
Boss? Oh, us.
Yup. Bridges. Humanity's best hope for the future. Or avoiding extinction, if you prefer.
Right. Where am I? What time is it?
Watch me. Try pressing it against your skin, like this. Relax. That just means your body's got a good connection to the cufflink. Look, look. The cuffs will watch over you 24 hours a day. That is to say, we will. We're here to help.
What
Thank
the
you.
hell? 2 days.
During that time, we took the liberty of collecting fluid samples from you.
That is
You're
also...
a repatriate.
Never mind, I'm not gonna
That
say
makes you
it.
very special.
What happened to the CD guys?
Central Knot was obliterated in the annihilation.
Sorry,
Game
DC.
over, man. Place is a crater. The only ones to get it continue were you, for obvious reasons, and your broken bridge baby.
Is it all right?
It's been marked for disposal. Didn't work anymore. Why keep it? We lost everyone. Not just corpse disposal. My team, HQ, all of Redefort, every soul in Central Knot City. We're at our base, in Capital Knot City now.
Oh no, that's Central
Or
Knot
should I
City.
say, our new headquarters.
Capitalized
Some very
DC.
themed,
Where's Central Knot?
Illogical choice.
I can't remember which one of
But
Central Knot
our
was.
implementation
All of the cities are
team has
named
been
Knots.
decimated.
You'll learn why
And
later.
there's only so much they can
They're
do
not really
in
called...
2
Yeah, there's
days.
Monster Energy cans.
Things here
We don't really
are a
call
mess.
cities by their original names.
Fortunately, the director and his support team were out of town at the time, so the chain of command remains intact. I hate to do this so soon, but I have a job for you. This stencil is from when you repatriated? What's the other mark from?
A clinging woman in a cave.
I see. Aphenphosmphobia. No wonder you were out there alone, where no one could touch you. I'll try to be more careful, Sam. So, the job is an urgent delivery. I need you to bring the president some morphine.
Don't call
president?
Dead Man
America's gone.
Dick. Are you calling?
You talking
Are you
about the
calling
mayor,
Deadman thick, or are you calling Norman Reedus Sam
Not
thick?
the mayor. America lives on, Sam. The president is in the final stages of cancer, in critical condition, but there's still time.
Why me?
Reedus. I thought you were calling Deadman
Look, Sam.
thick.
Do as I ask, and I promise it will all make sense.
I don't know. I wasn't looking, so I wouldn't.
Because I'm not really here.
I was not paying attention.
Apologies. This is just a chiralgram. And here, come the tears. Allergic reaction to the chiral transmission. I'm actually over in the isolation ward in the big triangle building. Here is the morphine. Bridges hereby enters into a contract
Man,
with
you'll
Sam Porter.
compliment Norman Reedus, but you won't
got morphine
compliment
there.
me. I see how it
What's this
goes.
about? Tell me the truth.
The truth, Sam, is that America's last president wants to see you in person. Are you really about to say no?
You should compliment me more, though, because I like it. Norman Reedus is not dummy thick.
Very good. I'll see you in the isolation ward.
I am glad that Norman Reedus wears baggy suits like the entire game. Like baggy rubber suits the entire game to protect him from the rain, from the timefall, because you cannot see his ass. Just out of spite.
Beginning scan. Scanning Bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges. Beginning scan. Have a pleasant journey.
Well, I'm not gonna say if you are or not, but you know,
Request
like it
transport of
anyways.
morphine to isolation ward for immediate administration to the president.
I'm on it. Oh, come on.
Check the map on your cufflinks if you're lost, Sam.
Bro, there's literally
The
like
isolation
one road
ward should be
open.
pretty obvious. If you're not sure how to get there, you can set markers and draw routes too. Try it out and you'll see what I mean.
Yeah, I used this towards the beginning of the game. It's actually pretty useful. So you can place markers. So you can place markers and draw routes. So like, yeah, you can draw routes, and they'll show up like on your game, like HUD.
Sam, your friendly neighborhood deadman here. If you
So
want to
I
confirm you're
stopped
heading the
using
right
them
way,
later on
check your compass.
because I got good enough of the
It'll
game
never
where I
steer you
didn't really
wrong.
feel like I needed them.
Provided you have
but-
a destination, that is.
They are useful if you're trying to find an alternate way to get around something, or you need to avoid a certain area. They're useful. Yeah, there is a first-person mode in this, the compass mode.
Central wasn't just home to Bridges HQ. It was also the seat of the Reconstructionist movement. If the president hadn't
But
required
you have to.
special
The compass
treatment,
mode is really only
she would have
useful
never
for a
left.
couple of things.
And if
Pretty
she
much
hadn't,
looking
we
which way
wouldn't
you're
have either.
going, because it's a compass, and that's about it. And allows you to. It does allow you to jump to markers. So if you're like, where is marker number 2 at? You can just press the button and you can snap around to markers. I think you can have up to like 6 markers or something like that. I smacked my microphone and I'm sorry if that sounded awful. Probably didn't sound like anything, but Well, you never said if I was or not, and now I'm curious if you think I am.
Like I said,
But shush, dramatic
all
time.
trending the same way.
No chance of a recovery then?
None that I can see. No.
We should start making...
I say shush, but I'm the only one talking here.
Sam. It's me, Dead Man.
You're gonna tell me later. I'm gonna request politely that you tell me later. Or now. That works too.
I'm afraid the president's condition has deteriorated. Thank you. This will help to ease the pain. And allow her to speak with you in these final moments.
Her?
The first and last female president of the United States. Surely you remember her. She raised you?
Yeah, so Sam is also
You're
the
not
president's
exactly dressed for a
son.
reunion. Take that off before
Just to
you
add
come
to the
inside.
confusion. Or at least, she raised him, like Deadman said. So Sam has direct relations to the sitting president of the United States.
That's the president's right-hand man. The director of bridges.
Die Hardman?
Oh, you were with Bridges One? So, I guess no introductions are necessary.
Die Hardman is a badass. He's kind of shady, though.
What's it been, Sam? 10 years? Look at us. A bunch of deathless freaks meeting like this. Yeah, well, good to see you two. President's waiting. It's your mother, Bridget. She's a bit out of it, but I know she'll recognize you.
So it is, his mother.
Madam President, we've brought Sam. We'll leave you two alone.
Sam, I knew you'd come back.
Don't do a painting shot down. Whatever you do, game. Please.
Are you doing all right? Yeah, I know you hate me. Amelie.
Amelie?
You remember Amelie went west. Took her 3 years to cross. She's trying to rebuild the country.
Still going on about that, huh?
You're the one I wanted to send, Sam. Time's running out. Help Amelie. She needs you. Together, you can help us reconnect. You can make America whole. Sam, if we don't all come together again, humanity will not survive.
We don't need a country. Not anymore.
We do. Alone, we have no future.
No, America's finished. Bridget, you're the president of jack shit.
Sam, listen to me. Please. So you are willing to help me?
No, I...
I love you, Sam. I'll be waiting for you on the beach.
Madam President! Oh, no.
Doctor, we need your help.
She's already dead, man. I didn't realize that I just made a dead man joke. Deadman. See, I only make puns unintentionally, and they're all hilarious. I say that as as the main character's mother and the President of the United States is dying. Oh, can't be too serious.
Listen, no one can know that the president is dead. If word gets out, Bridges is finished. Now what happened here does not leave this room, do you understand?
Yes, Director. But there's still the matter of the body. Without corpse disposal.
We've got that covered. Sam, before she died, the president made a contract with you.
What are you talking about?
As a member of Bridges, you're gonna work with the rest of us to rebuild America.
You think you can recruit me? Like she tried to?
Well, she succeeded. Look at your wrist. If that's not symbolic, I don't know what is.
Director, the cancer spread throughout her entire body. Harvesting organs is out of the question. And there is no need for an autopsy. Her body needs to be cremated before she necrotizes.
And if we don't, this place will turn into another crater.
What do you want me to do?
We don't have any porters right now. And the CD team you went into the field with are dead. But the president's body has to be burned.
The road from Capital Knot City to the incinerator was compromised in the Void Out. And the only way there is on foot, through the mountains. But the chiral density there is off the chart. It's gotta be BTs.
This job has requirements. Tombs. Repatriate.
So me. Why?
Sam, you're already on the clock.
Now get it done, Sam Porter Bridges.
Okay. Second mission of the game. Closer to the first. Still a tutorial. Deliver your mother's dead body to an incinerator.
Can I have a moment? President Strand believed in American Reconstructionism. She worked tirelessly to bring the nation together again. And without her, there would be no bridges. She deserves a funeral with full honors. But we can't give her that. If she dies, America dies.
Without her, bridges will cease to be.
Listen. Her cremation must be carried out with the utmost secrecy.
What then? Who's gonna take her place? Face it, America's history.
Sam, America isn't dead yet.
He just said that it dies if Bridget dies.
She may be lost to us, but we still have an America worthy of the presidency.
Sorry, what?
Let's not get into it now. What matters is that we're going to finish your mother's work and rebuild America as she intended. That's the reason Bridges exists. So take the first step, Sam, and deliver the president's body to the incinerator.
If we don't all come together again, humanity will not survive. You're the one I wanted to send, Sam. Time's running out. I love you, Sam. I'll be waiting for you on the beach.
This is one of the few missions in the game.
The facilities to the southwest. Remember that you'll be passing through BT territory.
We built the incinerator way up in the mountains so that the chiral matter in the smoke wouldn't reach the city. It won't be easy carrying a body up there.
One of the few missions of the game where we're actually carrying a corpse or a body.
Around the clock.
I can only actually think of one other time where we're carrying a body and it's not a dead person. And that's a side mission, so.
Sam, this is Die Hard. Dead men explain how to use the cuffs.
You know, it's true when they said that this is not America, because we're using the metric system. What kind of Americans are we if we're using the metric system? Come on, man.
Sam, I don't think I need to remind you, but every minute counts when transporting corpses for disposal. 48 hours following cardiac arrest, they go necro.
Okay,
become a fresh BT to make our lives hell.
So, there are enemies later on in the game. Obviously, there is combat. You do have both lethal and non-lethal weaponry. Lethal weaponry will obviously kill your opponent. However, killing your opponent will cause them to die. And as you know, people dying is a massive issue. So, if you do kill somebody, you have to actually burn their body. which is just more trouble than it's worth, because then you have to pick the body up and carry it all the way to an incinerator.
President Bridget Strand was the symbol of American Reconstructionism. Even with the country shattered and its people scattered to the
and if you kill multiple people and don't dispose of the bodies properly, you will get a game over.
To their hopes that America would rise again because they believed in her. We believe that this country can.
So it's better to either just sneak past or use non-lethal means to take down your opponents if possible. Yeah, oof, indeed. You do just get a game over. Because you blow everybody up. And it's not that you get a game over because you die, it's you get a game over because you can't complete the order, because as we know, Sam is a repatriate, so he can just come back to life. But if you fail an order, you game over. I've only failed an order twice, I want to say. One of them was because I accidentally killed some people, and the other time was because I dropped the cargo and, like, down a mountain and it broke. It was... no, that one... Oh, I can't talk about that one. Yeah, I'll just tell you that. I'll pretty much just tell you that. Because telling you any more is a spoiler. But pretty much, I dropped the cargo and it broke. So this is a watchtower. You don't really use these much throughout the game. They're not that great. They do help you. They see like what is around, but you can just do that by, you know, using your scanner. So there's a ladder over there, and that's our destination up there. So we're gonna be crossing over this field and over that river, over the river and up a mountain to the incinerator.
Yeah, just like
we go. I couldn't really think of a thing to fit the song. Instead of grandmother's house, it's just mother's cremation. A lot more grim. So yeah, this is pretty much the game. At least a good portion of it. Oh, we're gonna hear one of my favorite songs in this game. I like them all, but I like this one a lot. Bones by Low Roar. I need to take a sip. Someone stop.
But I'm exactly where I wanna be. But I'm a long way from home.
I took 6 years of choir, so maybe I'll sing some songs for you one day.
I know your voice, I know your face.
I cannot sing this song very well though because I'm a bass, and neither of these are bassy parts. So I just have to sing it like a handful of octaves down. At least this part. The other part only I can sing not that far down. I can sing Johnny Cash music pretty well because Johnny Cash's voice is pretty deep. Although Johnny Cash doesn't really sing, Johnny Cash just kind of talks the music in a rhythm. There's not very many songs where he's like singing per se. If you press the middle button, Sam will shout, and if there's anybody, if there are any players around you, they'll actually respond. They'll, like, one of them will say, like, my name's Sam, and then a voice will echo back saying that his name is also Sam. I don't think it works during the tutorial though, so you're just screaming to nobody.
You're a part of me, and I'm a part of you. You're a part of me, and I'm a part of you.
What part of the game are you at? Are you just pretty much where I'm at. I don't know if you like have been moving a little slower or a little faster than I am. I don't know even if like if you've been watching the cutscenes on my stream or if you've been watching the cutscenes on the game or what all. That'd probably be best if I went down this way. Sam meets Amelie. Which time? Okay, so you're a little farther ahead, I think. Right after this mission. Yeah, I'm kind of taking it slow, watching the scenes and stuff. Just enjoying my time. Yeah, you talked to Amelie a handful of times, so I'm like, I literally just played through this, and I can't remember if you met Amelie before what I'm doing right now or not, and I just played through it. I don't even think I actually need to cross over to that side, so I'm not gonna bother. I was actually worried that I was going to be ahead of you and I'd be spoiling stuff for you, but I'm not worried about that then, considering you're ahead of me. Ropes are very useful going down. If you need to go up, you will not be using a rope. But they're pretty much like the best surefire way of getting down somewhere safely. Ladders are not great at going down. They're better at going up. Like, you can use a ladder to go down if you need to, but I would not recommend it. Because it will often, I'm not saying it won't work correctly, but it's just better to use a rope, when going down. The ladder's going up. Later on, much later on, you get a zip line, and once you get the zip lines, it's a game changer. Like, once you get the zip lines, you'll pretty much never use anything else ever again. You can only have a limited number of them, though. That's the only issue. But if you place them strategically, like I did on my first playthrough, I could pretty much cross the entire map without... Whoops, on my phone. I could pretty much cross the map without not using a zipline. And the ziplines are not like actual ziplines where they can only go down. You can go up mountains and stuff with ziplines as well. When you get to use an exoskeleton, you don't get to use an exoskeleton for a while. There are 3 types of them. The best... Well, I wouldn't really say... There are 3 types of them, and they're all fitted for different things. I'm trying to find which way is best to go up here. I think it wants me to go around that. No. I guess I should just go up here. You won't be able to use an exoskeleton until you... tutorial area, which is gonna be a hot second. Do you know, I'm gonna pause for a moment. Do you know who the, horror manga writer, I don't know if you read manga or not or anything, Junji Ito? He's a very popular horror manga writer. I like his stuff a lot. My friend introduced me to him via Tomy, if you know of Tomy at all. Well, Junji Ito is a very popular horror writer, manga writer. I love his stuff, and he's in this game, and he's actually the guy that you get the first exoskeleton from. I enjoy slice of life stuff too. I'm not much of an anime or manga reader in general, though. Not really my cup of tea. But I really enjoy horror stuff. I don't really enjoy, like, horror movies very much, but, like, horror novels and stuff like that I am a big fan of. Like, when people say that they enjoy horror, they usually mean, like, the slasher films and stuff like that, or, like, horror movies, more, like, I think, in my opinion, more better horror movies. I think slasher horror isn't even really horror, in my opinion. Like, yeah, it is, but not really. That's less horror and more terror, in my opinion. But movies more like, trying to think of some, like, Insidious is okay, and it's not that great. There's some other better horror movies that I've been told to watch, but I just haven't gotten around to it. But I really enjoy horror novels, most of all. My favorite author of all time, actually, is a horror writer. And that would be a very popular one, a very well-known one, Howard Phillips Lovecraft, H.P. Lovecraft, the creator of Cthulhu and the Cthulhu mythos. I actually, like, sitting right beside me, have a anthology of a lot of his work. Mind Flayers from D&D are heavily based off of his stuff. How do I get in here? I think the entrance is on the other side.
Too close.
You have the Necronomicon? I actually don't have that. That's really sick. I think you're one of the first people that I've met that actually also has, like, a collection of Lovecraft stuff. I also have, I'll take pictures of them for you, some Cthulhu, like, statues. I have a Cthulhu chalice that I really enjoy. Yes, his stuff is very wacky. I have a couple Lovecraft shirts, including one that has a Miskatonic University, like, shirt. My favorite story about him is Shadow over Innsmouth. I love that story. Cremate. And I really want to read eventually, I want to read The Strange Case of Charles Dexter Ward and Dream Quest of the Unknown Kadath. I actually have, in my new Ravenloft homebrew, I have creatures in them that are based off of some creatures from the Dream Quest of Unknown Kadath in it. I forget what I called them. What did I call them? In the book, they're called moon beasts. But I think what do I call mine? I know I have it written down somewhere. Like in my notepad or something. Or apparently I don't. I thought I had it saved on mine somewhere. But they're based off the moon beasts from that novel.
Sam, burn the other cargo while you're there.
What's this?
BB-28. It's the unit Igor was assigned.
Also, I don't know if you've noticed or not, I didn't notice until, like, the very end of the game, but the little, trinket, like, keychain thing that's on BB, is a, astronaut with a skeleton head. It is the logo of Kojami Productions.
But it's still alive.
It can't be repaired, and it can't survive outside the pod. Pity it if you want. But the decision has been made. It has to go. The director approved the order.
actually in game. This part scared the shit out of me when I first played through it. I don't actually like being scared. I love horror stuff, but I don't actually like being scared.
I have to move before they realize I'm in here.
Sam, if one of those things eats you, it'll trigger a void out. You'll come back, sure, but the surrounding area will still be a crater.
I got an idea. Start, you shit. Maybe you are defective.
Excuse me.
That's it. Do your thing.
How much longer do you want to keep playing? It's 8:30. I think we've been playing for about an hour and a half. Yeah, literally an hour and a half. What's the crouch button again? I honestly forget. Controls. Crouch, 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 crouch. Change posture. Did you get this game on PC or did you get it on PS4? Fair enough. Well, I'm just curious because on PC they have the director's version of. Or it's not really a director's cut, but it's a director's cut pretty much, and they have like additional stuff in it. They do have that version on here, I think. I don't know if they've added it on here or not. But I know that version is like the default version on PC, I want to say. Oh, shit. Shit. That's not good. Yes, I know, BB. They are right on me. You do not need to tell me. Yep, I'm aware. Ooh, whenever you start seeing this, the footprints in the ground, that's when you know you really are fucked. Like, all of this noise and stuff is actually not that bad. Like, it's when you start hearing the footsteps and seeing the screen shake from the footsteps that you are in some deep shit. Alright, I should be good from now on. So this stuff right here, the Chiralium, you can't pick it up right now. I don't know how soon you do get the Chiralium collector. Pretty much whenever you see it, pick it up. And there'll even be times where I suggest you go out and, like, just search for this stuff. Because, you need a lot of it. Like, a lot of it. And it usually, the Chiralium pretty much only is in areas where it rains. You can wait until the rain passes and go back and collect it up when it's not raining, but you'll have to sit through some timefall if you want to get a good chunk of them. Which sucks. BTs are also only in timefall. I was just listening to this song last night. Very good. The issue is, they start playing these songs, which are really good, but they don't give you enough time to fully enjoy the songs. Because the songs will cut off when you reach your destination, obviously, but they'll also cut off if you start going through BT territory. And they don't resume the songs, they just stop. Like, one time I got to listen to, like, the first maybe 20 seconds of the song, and then they cut off. Not even 20 seconds. And I was like, come on, man, I was like, listening to that. Also, you can use your monster energy pretty liberally. Like, you get a lot of this stuff, and it replenishes every time you rest. So, like, I was very concerned about using it, but yeah, literally, like I just said, like, you can use it pretty often because you have 1,000 milliliters. And that use not that much of it. My controller's almost dead, but that's fine. So you can drink from the canister like about 4 times. And you do get canister upgrades later on.
Clear. Welcome to Capital Knot City. Proceed to distribution center.
Sam, come back to the distribution center. Check the location on your compass.
It's a miracle either of you made it back. When someone with dooms hooks up to a BB, your feelings and memories cause feedback, like with the speaker. It amplifies fears and stress, and runs the risk of taking you to a place from which you will not return. I'm sorry, but this BB has been pushed beyond its limits. Disposal is the only option.
How about no?
Sam, get
How about I keep the BB for totally the rest of the game?
We need to talk.
Sunset, the day is ending. Let that yawn out. There's no pretending.
I want to know how somebody blows out a heart-shaped bubble like that. Game magic. I thought that you were gonna send this and say it was some sort of that magic, which this is probably delayed by a couple of seconds. So you're probably gonna wonder why I sent that for a moment, and then it'll make sense. More cutscenes! Hell yeah.
Sam, I thought I told you dooms and BBs were a dangerous combination. Huh, perhaps a shower is in order. You're still covered in chiralium. Don't want the president to see you like that.
The hell you talking about? She's dead.
You're upset. Is this about BB-28?
Go fuck yourself. I'm not your errand boy.
Well, in any event, it seems it owes you its life.
No, we owe the kid our lives. You too.
As you say, I shall look after it. Give my regards to the president.
I wish I had an outfit like Sam. I like to cosplay him, but I have no idea. I just want to be able to carry around like a shit ton of stuff on my back. That sounds awesome. My friend suggested that I get an Alice pack, because an Alice pack is kind of like what Sam has.
It's almost time to go, Sam. Here. It's a dream catcher. Wear it when you sleep, and I'll keep the nightmares away. I'll always be with you.
Episode 2, Amelie. Even though you don't actually, you know, see Amelie very much.
Good morning, Sam. Sam, this is Di Hartman. There's a private room set aside for your use. Bridges perk. Take a moment to clean up, wash all that chiralium off, then come to the president's office.
I do not enjoy that you get to watch him take a shower. Because I think you like Norman Reedus too much. Oh, nice. Bloody feet. Very cool.
Sam, can you hear me?
For fuck's sake. Isn't anything private anymore?
Oh, no. Except for taking a shower and going to the toilet, that is.
That's handy, though.
You were getting yourself cleaned up. Good. Come to the
See?
president's office as soon as you're
Just
done.
put your toilet in your shower, man. Efficiency. Shit, I just dropped some magic cards, but it's okay. They're in a box. I don't think that's a box that has a deck that I care about that I care about in it. I think this is actually just random cards. I know this is my black and red deck that I don't care about.
Thank you. Bridget may no
All of my magic stuff is sitting on like a corner of my desk, next to a D&D mini, my microphone, and a mug.
Reconstructionism.
A Legend of Zelda
Her
mug.
dream isn't dead.
I don't want to hear it.
This is the face of our new hope. Our new America.
I have a lot of knickknacks and stuff around both on my desk and just around my room as well. I have 3 10th Doctor Funko Pops from Doctor Who. They're all different versions of him, and I was gifted all of them.
My mother may be gone, but I'm here. And you, Sam? You're here too.
Amelie is tall, man.
Been 10 years since you saw each other, right? And in all that time, she hasn't aged a day.
He knows why. My body's still on the beach. I don't get to grow older. But you do, Sam. You look good.
So you're serious then about reconnecting everyone? Everything?
She is
Someone
very
has
pretty
to
and good
succeed
looking.
Bridget, Sam. More importantly,
I would
someone
say
has
so
to
are
carry
you, but
on
then
her
you'd probably
legacy
slap me,
and see our
so.
country rebuilt. Samantha America Strand, our new president. A new beginning for
Man,
our
we didn't
people,
even elect her.
for
Come
our
on.
nation. Under Emily's
You like-
leadership, we'll reestablish the UCA.
Well, I guess this is not the United States of
United
America
Cities of
anymore.
America.
This is the UCA,
This
United
is
Cities
how
of
we'll
America. They don't
rebuild
have our
our country.
constitution, so
But
do
we'll
whatever you
need
want.
your
I
help
don't
to do
care.
it, Sam.
No, I'm through with this. I said my goodbyes to all of you when I said them to Bridget.
We never forgot about you, Sam. You
Did
ran
I
away.
ask if you forgot
You
about me,
cut
man?
us off.
Emily put together an expedition. The best of Bridges won. And went west.
I led them past craters in BT territory. I kept them safe while they searched for survivors.
Saw him coming a mile away.
It took them 3 years to get across. Like, I understand that the infrastructure is, like, gone, but America's not that
And we
big,
left
especially with
behind our own
cars.
people to help them. It took us 3 years, but we managed to make it all the way to Edgenalt.
I guess they work on it zigzagging around, but even
All the way to
then...
the Pacific. Jesus.
Yeah. But then everything went to hell. The team was wiped out, and Emily was taken.
I will question the pretty lady as much as I want to question the pretty lady.
I'm not being kept in a cell or anything like that. I'm allowed to use their facilities and to speak with you whenever I want. I just can't leave the city.
It's all to safeguard the continued independence of Edge Knot City. That's what our keepers are saying, at least. They want the UCA to leave him be. Emily's their insurance
Then
policy.
leave him be, man. If we can get every other city than one city to join us, that seems pretty good to me.
Group. They run Edge Knot City.
I've heard of them. Bunch of terrorists who go around towns killing people and leaving craters.
Yeah, but I don't like terrorists, so...
Nothing's off limits for them. Not even engineering void outs.
You think the suicide that took out Central Knot was one of theirs?
Could be. There are extremists like the demons everywhere, plotting in the shadows. They're decentralized by nature. No one organization to rule them all. Just a common ideology.
I know not everyone shares our vision for the future. If we Americans don't come together again, humanity won't survive.
What about, like, literally every other country in the world?
I carried my mother's message to people all across the country. But not everyone was willing to accept it.
Like, we're all focused on America, which is cool and all.
Keep to themselves.
But, like,
go it alone.
There are a lot of other places. Like, how is Europe faring in this? I want to know how they're doing.
They think that America
and we don't even hear about any other country other than America the entire game.
What to do, who take away their freedom and put them in shackles.
What'd you put on me, huh? You know better than the demons. Just another kind of cult.
They're not shackles, Sam.
Bro, you just put handcuffs on him unwillingly, and now you're forcing him to work for you. It seems...
to form chiral knots and reconnect.
Sam, we want you to go west and finish what Emily started. The people she left behind have been hard at work, setting up chiral network terminals. But these terminals are still isolated. We need you to bring them online. And for that, you'll need a Cupid. This contains all the necessary security and operations protocols to integrate a terminal into the chiral web. Take the Cupid west, Sam, and reconnect the people of our great nation. And when you get to Edge Knot City, find Emily and bring her home.
After that, I'll take over the presidency and carry on Mother's work to save the country.
This was Bridget's dying wish. This is how we'll move forward.
Please, Sam. We need you.
I'm Sam Porter Bridges now. I'm not a Strand. Hell, I'm not even part of this outfit. You all saw to that. I'm not getting involved with you, or anyone else, ever again.
Wait!
See? It's like I'm not even here. Same as it ever was.
Sam! Sam!
I mean, Sam's kind of an asshole, but he also has a point.
Hold on. Stop! Listen to me. America needs you. Both of you.
Yeah, covering the world in cable didn't bring an end to war and suffering. Don't act surprised when it all comes apart if you try to do it again.
All right, Sam. Just take it easy. I get it. You don't have to commit to anything now. Why not get some rest?
Good idea. We all need our sleep. Leave it too long and you're liable to reconnect with the other side. The necessary maintenance has been completed. Various adjustments and fine-tuning for your benefit. You can use it again. For once, it would seem that Dooms and BBs are a good combination. Or perhaps the two of you have something of an affinity for one another.
Very cool. I think I played the game for maybe a half an hour in like the 2 hours that I've been streaming. Oh lord, this game. Now recording. Oh, is this more cutscene I see? You know, I don't mind a bit of a story-heavy game, but good lord, I'll just buy a movie ticket at this point. At least a movie gets on with it. Like a movie, it expects like 2 hours of your time, and it gets all the information you need to know in those 2 hours. I've been playing the game for 2 hours, and I know nothing. Well, I know everything because I played the game before already, but... I mean, that's kind of like the benefit of games, is that they're much longer, you can have a lot more in-depth story with it, but still.
You are Sam Strand.
No, I'm not. Not anymore. My name is Sam Porter Bridges.
It's a funny word, Strand. A strand is part of rope or bond, while stranding means being washed up on the shore. And being stranded is when you can't go home. I'm stranded now, Sam. Here on the shore of the Pacific. Thousands of miles away, but our bond still holds. You're free, but we're still connected. Don't tell me we're not. Come back, Sam. I'll be waiting for you.
Wait!
Good morning, Sam.
I set my controller down on my desk for like the last cutscene. I've just been vibrating around.
Sam, this is Die Hardman. You were out like a log. Must have been beat. Private rooms come with all the basic amenities. Shower, toilet, etc. Drop in when you need to rest. Inspect your gear, review info, or whatever else. If you have any questions, feel free to ask our staff. But before you do, why not check things out for yourself? See how Bridges operates these days.
So, you can actually drink this Monster Energy here, and I suggest drinking a handful of them each time. Don't actually drink this many monsters, it will kill you. But Sam can just down these things for some reason. But they do actually increase your maximum stamina for the day. Yeah, it can be, so you can drink 3 of them, and you'll get the effect. And I'll show you what happens if you drink all of them. So if you try to drink the last one... Oh no, he's actually gonna drink it. sometimes he'll shake the can up and like have it shoot out at the camera. Sam, I'm afraid you're going to die now. There's also these things that you can look at. So those just your standard BTs. That's what they look like. Later on, you'll get more stuff back here. Right now, it's just two dudes and a truck. But as you encounter more things and, you know, see more things, the more things will start appearing there. I'm going to take a piss.
Sam, Hartman here. Researching
I love
both to
Hartman. He's one of my favorite characters in
secrets
this
of the
game.
Reaches and the Death Stranding, as well as those of dooms and repatriates. When you relieve yourself, a certain amount of chiral matter is flushed from your system. Chiral matter can adversely affect hormone secretion and nervous function. There's a correlation between exposure and the development of phobias, as well as, in extreme cases, violent and suicidal impulses. Chiralium contamination has even been postulated as a trigger for the onset of dooms. Allow me to collect a sample of your excretions for my studies. They provide a non-invasive means to monitor your exposure to chiralium and your overall health.
Speaking of overall health, apparently I meet my steps goal for the day.
With that terminal there, you can browse the Bridges database, which has info on a range of subjects. You don't have clearance for everything, but there's still plenty you might find informative.
Okay, well, 40 things to go over. Very cool. I don't care about any of them. Actually, the photo mode is new. They didn't have photo mode last time I played. That was must have been a recent update. So this game does literally take you walking across the entirety of the United States. A very scaled down version of the States, I should say. I'll check on... I'll look at all these things and then I think I'll end the stream for the night.
Sam, this is Deadman. I calibrated your BB based on physiological data we collected from you earlier. It's still just a best guess, though. After you take it out for a spin, we can check if you're in sync and tweak the BB sensitivity as needed.
Neat. So this is the outfit that Sam wears for pretty much the rest of the game.
To your suit. Speaking of suits, blue is for delivery personnel, red for medical, orange for corpse disposal, and black for security.
Hey there. Believe we've met. I oversee delivery operations as well as maintenance and repairs. Nice to have you on board. I'm Mama, in case I didn't mention it before. Those there are strands. Not just used for packing, by the way, but for identification, too. Take a closer look and you'll see. See the red there? That's your blood.
Very cool. I have no idea how that works, but sick. We do eventually get the armor that this guy's wearing, too. Alright, I think I looked at everything that I need to look at in here. Yep, so... perhaps I will continue playing the game on stream, or not, depending. But, I really hope you're enjoying the game so far. And enjoying my commentary along with it, though I'm not really talking much. This game doesn't give you much opportunity to talk on certain times, because everybody else decides to talk. But yeah, that'll be all for now.